It's low key, and I am. I say I am. You know who I am. Okay. All right. First off, I want to thank Miss Kelly. I call her Big Keebs for the birthday love and support. Right, Miss Kelly, my soul family. She sent me this on like a picture and it's like a message, and it says spiritually the number 511, because my birthday is on 5/11. Spiritually, the number 511 vibrates with energies of rapid transformation, personal freedom, and the accelerated manifestation of thoughts into reality. It is often interpreted as a divine message urging you to embrace change and align your mindset with your highest desires, as your thoughts are shaping your future faster than usual. So, I fuck with Kelly because Kelly always send me, like just super deep, messages like that and shit. Shout out my Shout out Mr. Sato. Me and Sato last night. Me and Sato watching the motherfucking. I went to the bar last night to watch the goddamn fucking LeBron lose. I said this gonna be one of the best birthday gifts ever. Watching LeBron potentially, he gonna get swept, but potentially this might be LeBron's last game ever in life. He might fuck around and retire. He might rage retire. He might rage retire. This is gonna. I go to the bar. They don't even have the fucking basketball game on the TV, bro, because they do this bullshit now to where they put in the basketball games that used to be on regular TV. They putting this shit on subscription. So now you gotta have subscription bullshit apps to watch what used to be on regular ass TV, bro. Nigga can't have nothing. So I call this nigga Sato. This motherfucker, I end up pirating this shit off his phone. Let's shout out Sato. Sato for the fucking clutch. For the clutch. And hitting the Venmo. Let's have a real conversation, man. I appreciate everybody that left a message and a comment. You didn't have to do that. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Not gonna go too much into detail. Gonna go through a recap. Had a you know what I'm saying? Had a mild crash out, not gonna lie. Had a mild crash out moments before it was officially my birthday. God know what happened. I'm not gonna go too much into it, but nigga was on a mission. Um, every year it's like something. Even people that claim like their birthday don't mean shit, holidays don't mean shit. You a lot of us do have personal desires. Let's have a real conversation. And there was one thing, there was something that I wanted this year, and it was the same thing that I wanted last year. You know what I'm saying? But once again, as far as my manifestation skills, the recipe is all fucked up because I do have I've seen it in real time. Me just using my energy to bring, you know what I mean? Like just willing my energy to create some shit in the physical world. But it's always like, how do I explain? It's always just one thing off. It's like, it reminds me of Powderpuff Girls, right? Wasn't there like an episode of Powerpuff Girls where like the professor was trying to create another Powerpuff Girl, but he kept fucking some shit up and they kept coming out messed up. I don't know if I just made that shit up or not, but it's like that. Like it's like I'm just not one. I fuck up the recipe every time when it comes to. I get so close to what I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, pull from the fucking ether, from literally from nothing. You know what I mean? Just in my head and in my spirit and shit. I get so close, but it's just always something that it's just not. You know what I mean? It's not that. You know, it's always something that's fucked up. You know, so went on a mission. You know what I mean? Like, and I had a conversation with God, and I said, God, if I'm meant to come back home, you'll carry me back home. I don't do the whole. I'm not perfect, but I try real hard to properly use my energy, properly direct it. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't like doing the whole. I don't like being in that frequency of fear or worry or stress or anxiety. I'm like, yo, I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just give it to my higher self, God, whatever. So I just give that. Though, like those lower vibes, I just give them away. Like, you know what I mean? So I talked to God, my higher self. I said, listen, if I'm meant to come back, you'll carry me back. And that's what happened. You know what I mean? But you know, um, I'm just not fucking around anymore. Like I'm not doing like I'm not playing around with people no more. I'm not letting people play games with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not allowing people to play games with me no more. I'm not wasting my sacred energy. It's a lot of people that don't do the work. They don't do the mirror work. They don't go within. I'm gonna be honest, and this might come off as like egotistical, but I just feel like if you don't do the work, you know what I mean. You don't deserve. Like you really don't. And if you're not even trying, then you don't even deserve to share the same breath as somebody that's trying. You don't deserve to be in the same. Nigga, give me 6 feet. Matter of fact, give me 600 feet if you're not even trying. So my thing is, you know what I'm saying? I forced the issue. I'm really a gangster, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. What I said in my song, man, I said I'm a divine enforcer. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm a whole divine enforcer, bro. I'm a divine enforcer. But sometimes I be tweaking, which is rare. Which is rare. Because I don't move when the devil tell me to move, my lowest self. You know what I mean? I like when my lower self be telling me, nigga, you should crash out today. It's a beautiful day to crash. You see the weather, the sun is shining. It's a good 68 degrees. You know? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood to crash out. It's a beautiful day. Just you know, just just take your machete around the block and see how you allegedly grab the ball. And but it's the low. It's your lower. It's my lowest self, and I be giving my lowest self the side eye. But on the most serious shit, moments before my birthday, I was I had a mild crash out, and yeah, 100%. I was ready to fucking not be here anymore. If it came, if that was God's plan or um um my highest self, whatever plan or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? over just principles. It was just about principles. So a lot of times you realize that when somebody is playing games with you, when you love yourself, you force the issue. A lot of times for clarity, it's retarded, but a lot of times to gain clarity, you have to force the issue. You know what I'm saying? You have to pull somebody's card, right? You have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to, it's just like people that's like their words don't match their words. They're saying one thing, but they've never been tested. They're telling you certain things, but they've never been tested. So once again, how I was brought up, my programming, my indoctrination, my brainwashing, my MK Ultra is say what you mean and mean what you say. If you cannot, I mean, it's just for me, it's basic. For the rest of the world, I guess it's foreign. But if you cannot produce the words that are coming out of your mouth, right? You're useless. Your word is no like your word is no good. You know what I mean? And that's one of the worst things you can be in this world. Unreliable. Uh, a liar. A hypocrite. Those are that frequency. You know what I mean? Throw your whole life away at that point. If you haven't crawled up out of that frequency where you can't even as a like a grown ass fucking adult, you can't even know if you can do what you saying you gonna do. What are you here for? Why are you here? What are you doing? What are you doing? That shit you supposed to learn as a child. As a child, you're supposed to learn that shit. If you even if you're not sure if you can produce the words coming out of your mouth, you don't even play around with it. The average person, especially in today's world, is emotionally retarded. Um, and they, like we said in prior videos, the average person, they hate themselves and they abandon themselves on a daily basis. Simple as that. So that was that. I got carried home. I got carried home by whatever entity that's watching over me. But genuinely, you know what I mean? I was with all the bullshit. So I was with all the bullshit. So anyway, come home, crash. Well, actually, I must be a good nigga, bro. I must be a good nigga. You find out on your birthday or holidays, shit like that. You find out if you a good person, bro. My fucking exes hit me up. Huh? Huh? My fucking exes hit me. I'm looking at I'm like, you remember my birthday and we haven't talked in how long? We haven't fucked in how long? What the thank you. Thank you. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you nigga cheated? Your nigga cheated. Your nigga cheated? Cause I'm petty too. I'm petty too. Petty gang CEO. So that was interesting. Exes hit me up 12 o'clock on the 12 o'clock on the, huh? Huh? Shit. So that was cool. Um, y'all left messages and then went to sleep. Woke up woke up in the afternoon, whatever. And my neighbor wanted me to go help her run an errand. So like my neighbor, she's she's pushing 70, but she got like it's just when you around your soul family, age doesn't exist. It's about frequency. Age doesn't exist. It's a vibration. Look at this nigga. These niggas love pulling out in front of. It's crazy. So it's about a frequency. When you around your soul family, it don't matter if a person. It don't matter how old a person is. If y'all on the same vibration, you know what I mean. There's gonna be a connection that's just like it surpasses anything in this physical world. Let's have a real conversation. It's a cosmic understanding, right? Just fucking call it what it is, bro. So anyway, she asked me to run her errand, and then I thought I thought I was just gonna take her to run her errand and bring her back home. And honestly, I was just thinking about going to work. I work every year. I work on my birthday. I don't have this year. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom didn't text me or call me and say happy birthday to me. Uh, nor did the fuck nigga she late. You know what I'm saying? Nor did the fuck nigga that she busted it open for. You know what I'm saying? Only people that said my brother said happy birthday to me. Nigga, a real nigga. I didn't say happy birthday to that nigga on his birthday only because I'm bad with birthdays and I forgot. I always remember like a couple days later and shit, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? My brother be on bullshit too, but he said happy birthday to me. He the only motherfucker. He the only person in my whole family. Only one person, and I'm not mad or nothing like that. Nothing like that. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, sharing whatever. But the only person in my whole family that acknowledged my born day. So there's that. You know what I mean? But um, so I take her to run her errands, and then she's like, out of nowhere, she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna take you out to dinner." I'm like, or well, she said I'm gonna take. She said I'm gonna take you to get breakfast because I just woke up. It was like fucking damn near 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. So she was. So I was like, "You gonna take me?" I'm like, "Listen," because I know her situation. She she broke his shit. Yeah, every year. You an Aquarius, right? So I know her situation. She broke as fuck. Government don't give her shit after she pay her bills. She ain't got no fucking money. You want to talk about struggling? The way they do these old people, the elder, I don't know what the fuck to say. You know what I mean? It's insane. So she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take you to go get. I'm gonna take you out to eat." And it's crazy because I was just like, "What?" I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Huh?" Like, what does that mean? Because people don't do shit like that for me, man. Like in real life type shit. You know what I mean? People don't do that shit for me. People don't like think about me to be like, "Oh, I'm gonna take you out to eat" type shit. You know what I mean? But so I was just gonna be like, "Yo, let's just go to the deli," or you know what I mean? Like, let's just go up the street or something. But like out of nowhere, I just mentioned to her. I was like, "Yeah, me and my, cause I was like basically like always around my great grandmother, my mom's mother, my mom's mother's mother. So I was always around my great grandmother, and whenever on birthdays, either for me or because she had a lot of grandkids and all types of shit. She had a lot. Like I got hella cousins and shit, but we would always go to this one particular restaurant. I'm not gonna say the name of the restaurant because I'm it's one of my favorite restaurants, and it's fucked up because it got a lot of them got closed. I don't know why. I don't know if they went bankrupt or whatever, but it was it's one of them places that it's like my whole life we would go to, and that's where we would. It just became like a familiar place of just like this is where I come with a person in my family that gave a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah. She was like, is there anywhere you would want to go? And I thought about that place. You know what I mean? I thought about that particular restaurant, but it's like an hour away, like dead ass. It's like a whole excursion, fucking mission. You know what I mean? Like GTA mission across the map and shit. And I was like, I don't feel like driving an hour away. You know what I mean? Even if it, and then on top of that, when like on my birthday, like I said, I don't do shit. I don't do shit for myself at all, really. Anyway, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm like, right. Started driving to go to the store, and then I said, fuck it, just took the ride, and then we went to the restaurant that I used to go to with my great grandma all the time, my cousins, my brother, and shit. And it was like I'm glad that I went. Like we had fun. She's always good company. Like she like she needs to make her own channel because she's basically a content creator and shit. But we like ate. You know what I'm saying? Like the waitress was kind of whack. I ain't gonna lie. We had this like Ukrainian chick, and like I don't know, she was like she just wasn't fucking with us or whatever. But and that's why like I just don't. That's another reason why I don't like going. Because these servers now, it's just like if I go out, I go sit at the bar. Because when you dealing with the servers, the bitch kept coming back like, "You okay?" I'm like basically trying to get us out of there from Russia. I'm like, bro, stop. Like you fucking retarded. You know what I mean? Like stop coming over here. The food came out. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, you gotta lead us in prayer. So we in the middle of praying, right? We in the middle of fucking praying over the food, right? The dumb fucking retarded waitress bitch. The dumb retarded waitress bitch gonna walk over and be like, "Do you need it? You guys, you need it?" I'm looking at her like this. I'm like this. We praying. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry. It's just like NPCs, bro. It's like NPCs, bro. It's like, what the fuck are you? You see people with their heads bowed and shit, nigga, like this, and you come. You guys need anything? Huh? Are you talking to us right now? I'm like, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. We live in a world where you gotta ask people not to interrupt your prayer and shit before you eat food and shit, bro. The most just clueless fucking world, bro. The most clueless fucking world we living in. So we ate. The food was really good. You know what I'm saying? My bad, man. The food was really good. It was the first time I had I actually sat down in a restaurant and ate like actual real food because the prices of everything is just it's you can't afford it. You can't afford it. For two people to go out and have dinner, it's $100 plus. And sometimes that's not even like that's tip included or not even the tip included. You know what I mean? Two people go out to eat. You get two entrees, an appetizer, a drink. You're at 80, $90. You know what I mean? So I'm normally eating like takeout, the cheapest shit that I can find. You know what I mean? So to be able to sit down, like, bro, it's sad that being able to sit down and actually like enjoy real good food has become a fucking luxury. Like it's like you getting priced out. Where you can sit down and eat real food that doesn't destroy your stomach afterwards. You don't feel like shit. Even the leftovers taste good and shit. So I was chilling. Went to the before we went. I'm going ahead. Before I probably shouldn't say that though. Before we went there, I went to the liquor store. I got me some reposado. Shut up! I just remembered. I still got a little more in it. I got me some. I got me some Hooli. I got me some Don Hooli. So we sitting up in there, cause niggas is ghetto over here, man. It don't matter where I go, you can't get that shit up out of me. But you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting up in there. I got me some Don Hooli. I got her. Only thing she drink is rum chata. I got me some Don Hooli, and I got her some rum chata. I'm pouring the alcohol. I'm pouring. The fucking waitress, dumb bitch, keep walking past me and shit. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I just start pouring the Don Hooli in the motherfucking Coke that I got. And then she's scared. She over there scared as her scary ass. She's like, wait, they probably got cameras in here. We not supposed to be doing this. Look at the motherfucker water style for no reason. Do the water style. Do the water style. Do the water. Do the water. Do the water style. Do the water style. Do the water. Do the water. That's my joint. You didn't need to do that water style. You've been hitting you've been hitting the you've been hitting the Venmo. That ain't no damn question. You ain't have to do that. I'm looking for Jay. That's what, I'm I'm looking for Jay. That's who I'm looking for. I'm looking for Jay and Kenny. That's who I'm looking for. Them niggas is hard to find. Them niggas is hard to find. Much obliged. I appreciate. I needed that. I needed every dollar of that. That's a whole fact. Thank you, Miss Waterstyle. Lord have mercy. But so she's sitting there. She's scared. I'm looking. Tell when you see that bald head ass nigga, when you see that follicle, depreciated nigga, follicle motherfucking hairline on the 12 years a slave side of the game. That shit gone. That shit ran away. Never came back. That shit on the Kanye West runaway side of the game. The hairline. Follicle. So I wasn't expecting that. Like I wasn't expecting to go there. And I wasn't expecting her to offer to take me out because she don't have no money. The day before on Mother's Day, you know what I'm saying? Because if I had a mother that I was cool with, that I could talk to anything about and be myself, like be 100% myself, as crazy and retarded as I am, or honest and genuine I am, if there was a person that I could be myself, it's this lady. It's my neighbor. And she's a whole ass white woman. That's like 30 years older than me. I've been through, you know what I mean? That's seen some other shit, some whole other shit in her life, you know, that came through like, you know, segregation and all this other shit. Like, seen some shit. Wasn't allowed to fucking bring a black person to her home and shit. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, bro. That's why I say it's like, you know, the vibration transcends, you know, your soul family. That vibration of your soul family transcends anything we can see in this physical world. You know? So we sat down, she over there, she's scared. She's like, there's probably cameras up here. I said, lady, if you don't drink this alcohol, you know what I'm saying? The fuck? Because I don't be drinking like that. But yeah, I'm going to take a shot for my birthday, a shot or two. You know what I'm saying? And then I went out last night and I got me a drink. It was the nastiest drink I've ever had in my life. I'm pretty sure that was the reason why my stomach was bubbling this morning. But It was like a mixed drink, but it came in this cup right here, man. And it was nice, bro. It was a nice. I just like the cup and the drink and shit. It came with the motherfucking with the umbrella shit. You know what I'm saying? The Illuminati want to, the Illuminati. You know what I mean? Come to me, man. All they got to do is put me somewhere with these things, with some, you know what I'm saying, and this shit. That's all they got to do. Put me somewhere where by the beach and some, you know what I'm saying, with a big umbrella and a little umbrella. And I'll be honest. I might fuck around and let them hire me. Shit. I told the dude, I was like, yo, can I buy this? Because I was going to steal. My first instinct is to steal. I don't know if it's the nigga in me, what it is. But my first instinct was to just walk out with the cup. A mojito or a Corona. You know, Corona came out with that new flavor. It's called a citrus. But yeah. So I told the dude, I was like, can I buy this from you? Because I made the executive decision that I wasn't gonna steal it. So I was like, can I buy this cup from you? He was like, nah, I'll give it to you for free. I was like, thank you, brother. He was white, but I said, thank you, brother. So that made that made my night. Then me and Sato ended up watching the basketball game, whatever. So that was lit. And but then me and my neighbor we ate and shit, and we just chill and we just talked and chilled. I did like a little live and stuff, and we was talking. She was talking about LSD and all types, of, how to make it. And I was like, hey yo, I'm like, hey yo, what the fuck? I'm like, you the female Heisenberg? Like, what the fuck going on around here? But like I fuck with her because she don't as long as I known the chick, probably going on 2 years, motherfucker don't judge me. Motherfucker, when I try to, when I explain my life and situations I've been through, motherfucker don't blame me. And this motherfucker just do the opposite of everything I've ever been exposed to my entire life. When I open up to people that's supposed to give a fuck about me, I'm always the bad guy. It's always my fault. Niggas don't even, bro, where I come from, bro, the people that's supposed to give a fuck about me, they don't even ask me, how are you doing? I mean, in the middle of being homeless, in the middle of sleeping in my car, in the middle of giving away my dogs, in the middle of pure struggle. And I'm the only one in my I'm the only one in this area. You know what I'm saying? Because I got family in other places. We don't even talk. I don't talk. You know what I mean? But right here, uh, and niggas don't. Not one nigga has ever fucking said, bro. The last 3-4 years, not one nigga has said, "How are you doing? Are you okay mentally?" You know what I'm saying? And that is what, like, fuck everything else. When a person can't even just ask you, like, check up on you, just ask you how you know what I mean? And then when somebody just disappear, or you hear they killed themselves, or they just gone, then everybody want to fucking, you know what I mean, have your name in their mouth or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But I noticed that people don't care. They really don't. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? She said, I got to crash out for my friends. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Yeah, she my road dog. She my road dog. I showed her my machete in Grand Theft Auto. My mom, my mom-in-law, and the wages, piece of shit. But they want tip. We left that lady a $25 tip. She didn't even say thank you. Piece of shit, bro. And I don't know if it's like these motherfuckers, is they just like immigrants and shit. They you know what I mean? But it's like, bro, where we from, you say thank you, bro. You acknowledge people, especially when they give give you anything. If a nigga give you a compliment, you acknowledge them. Somebody hold the, you know what I mean? But that's the difference between us and a lot of people. These are subtle spiritual laws, man, and subtle spiritual acknowledgments, you know what I'm saying? That these people are fucking bots. See, this is a gang stalker in front of me right now. This is a gang stalker. This faggot ass nigga, hella parks, pulls up in front of me and just put the chair back and just sit there. Why are you fucking around me? You know what I'm saying? Why are you around me, bro? Anyway. Man, it's been a minute, bro. It's been a minute, man. What's up with you? Matrix. Glitch in the Matrix. Not glitch in the Matrix. I hate that nigga. I hate that nigga. So yeah, I was anticipating spending my birthday, by myself. So it felt good to have company from somebody that I consider a soul family member. You know what I mean? Somebody that, like, in the world that we can't see, I feel like that's gonna be, I'm gonna remember her. That's gonna be a familiar, when a nigga transcend whatever the fuck. What they call it? Quantum leap. What the fuck? when a nigga quantum leap. Okay? I feel like we gonna remember them things. Yeah. He said, "Oh, spiritual cleansing. How do I do that?" Yeah, that's all it is. And I was doing a video. We talked about it, and it reminds me, of like the Tesla. When people go to, and they charge the Tesla, or they go and charge their electric cars, and they just sit in the car and they charging up the battery or the energy, right? And I was like, it just clicked. I was like, that reminds me of gang stalking. It's like, do these fucking, obviously they, it's like these demons, it appears that they can't create their own energy. So they always got to be up under a nigga to harvest theirs. Energy vampires, demons, whatever. Yeah. Nah, I respect it, bro. I'm gonna be honest. This might be my last video for at least 30 days. I'm gonna put some music out, but this might be my last video for the next 30 days. Like, what this what happened to me over the last 2 days. It don't matter how fucked up shit is. When God or my highest self reveals the truth to me, it's like I damn, like, I mean, I damn near dropped to my knees. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It don't hurt me. It brings me peace. So, in a situation where it's like, bro, okay, do you choose me or do you not choose me? Because everybody I interact with, I choose them, and everybody I don't interact with, I didn't choose. I didn't choose them. And a lot of us are loyal to a motherfucker that made an allegiance with the fucking devil or their lowest self or their ego or whatever. And over the last, probably 10 years of my life, probably last 10 years of my life, I made an allegiance to the highest version of myself. So that gap in frequency is what separates us from them. And that's where all the misunderstandings come from and all of that shit. Because when you have a cosmic understanding with somebody, you don't even have to talk. that's when the telekinesis starts. You know what I mean? You don't have to say shit to it. And so it is what it is. Like, I was making myself available. Verily, 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 verily is wild. Verily, I was making myself very overly, extremely, extremely, extremely. I was making myself so um basically, like, I was voluntarily an unlimited energy source for someone that pledged allegiance to the devil or their lower self. Combination of me being a Taurus, I can be stubborn, but a lot of times I'm not stubborn. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even fuck with stubborn people. I'm like, the truth is what prevents me from, you know what I mean? But when you force the issue, you don't let people play games with you. You don't let people drag you on. You don't allow people to be hypocrites in your face. You know what I mean? Like, we not even here that long. We're not here long enough to play. You know what I mean? To entertain that shit. And it's inevitable, but that's the truth. And it's easier said than done, but that's still the truth, right? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, if you want clarity, you will have to force the issue. Sometimes you're gonna be ghosted. Sometimes a nigga gonna do some shit to you, and you'll never get a reason why they did it. I remember one of my exes, bro, fucked her over real bad, bro. Cheated on, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Was cheating on her. Um, Only hit her up to smash, and then dropped her ass back off at home. Wasn't emotionally available. I was on my Blueface shit. I ain't gonna lie. This was a long time ago. I was on my Blueface. I was Blueface before Blueface, bro. And I fucked her. Like, she allowed me, because only people, you know what I mean? Like, I fucked her up mentally, like, emotionally and shit. So then we reconnected. She reached out to me like a couple years after that. We stopped talking. And then we hung out. I smashed. Um, and it was crazy because she was talking about us getting a place together and all this shit. But by that time, she was like a single mom and shit. And I was like, I'm looking at her sideways, like, fuck we doing here? She said me and Blueface got the same birthday. That nigga's an Aquarius? Oh, Lord have mercy. That nigga be dogging that bitch out. What's her name? The pregnant light skinned chick be dogging that bitch out. He was on the phone with her. He was like, "I love you, Bookie," and then he hung up the phone. He was like, "Bitch." He was like, "Ho." He was like, "Dumb ho." I was like, "Damn." But just goofy shit. But we hung out. We only hung out like 2 or 3 times. But we had a conversation, and I told her. She told me, she was like, "Yeah, you really did a number on me. You fucked me up, like, mentally and shit, like, emotionally. Like, I'm really, you know what I mean? I was fucked up." And I told her, and I genuinely, it wasn't no, like, whatever, like, bullshit. I genuinely apologized to her, and I told her, I said, "Listen, the truth is, that wasn't me. Like, that was my counterfeit soul. Whatever, you know what I mean? That was the worst version of myself." Took accountability and everything, but I'm like, I'm different now. Like, I acknowledge that was some bullshit. Like, you want to put hands on me? Like, you can put hands on me if you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But once I apologized to her and it just the transfer of energy, or I think she experienced some sort of relief or energetic relief, because niggas be holding on to this shit. That's the cause of the majority of all the fucked up shit going on with people, because they're harvesting. They're literally harvesting negative energy. You know what I mean? And then subconsciously, that negative energy inside of them is manifesting more trauma. Let's have a real conversation. Huh? I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Did that make sense? Or because honestly, water style, I really do be yapping. I really do be yapping. I don't know. I don't even know if that made sense. It sounded good though. It sounded good. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what the fuck I be talking about half the time. But what I did see was when I apologized to her and I transferred that energy to her. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't fucking with me no more, nigga. It's like she got what she wanted, and she was like, peace out. She was like, peace out. Like she was going. She was going. I couldn't even pay the bitch to smash, bro. Pussy was fire. She had fire pussy even after having a kid, which is rare. Can't stalker leaving, y'all. Y'all think y'all think when we go live, the gang stalkers be watching us on their phone when we live and shit? They be hitting the dislike button and shit. They be like dislike, 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 dislike. Fuck this nigga. Hate this nigga. Fuck this nigga. He said you speak in front. But I don't know if I'm telling facts or not. I don't know if I'm just on bullshit. Cause a lot of times like it's our paradigm. It's our belief system. And it's like you it's a lens, right? So it's like we're products of our environments for the most part, a lot of us, until you really go deep within. Pause. The average person just a product of their environment and their experiences. So we everybody has this lens. And that's why they say, well, it's my truth. Because that yes, their truth. It's not the fucking eternal, you know what I mean, divine truth. It's nigga, that's what you've been through. This is your conditioning. This is your MK Ultra. Like, you know what I'm saying? She said gang stalkers in the bushes. All right. 5 people, only 2 people talking. And we only got 4 likes. So yeah, when I gave her that, and I don't, it is what it is. We not here to chase people. You want to chase anything? Chase your own, chase yourself, chase your own, and it's easier said than done. Especially when you fucking come from a broken home, you are basically like you got the mercenary package. You know what I mean? The mercenary daycare package, where it's just like your whole life from day zero, you're just taught as every man for himself, even amongst your family. Where your first ops in life is the nigga you came out of. The first niggas, the first people, you know what I mean? The first beef you ever had is with the nigga that shitted you out. Is wild. It's wild as hell. You should never have thoughts of wanting to choke your parents out to death. You should never have thoughts like that. I'm just saying. Thank you, Water Style. should never be bullied by your own parents. I'm talking to my nan. We sit down, we have real conversations. And it's not like trauma. See, it's not like trauma dumping. It's not like manipulate. It's just, this is my life. This is this is me. These are my experiences. And, we share it with each other because niggas is transparent and niggas not being vulnerable is an invitation to evolve. Let's have a real conversation. Huh? Being vulnerable is an invitation to spiritual elevation. That's a Jezebel. She smelled like temptation. I'll still fuck the whore without hesitation. God got me. God got me. That's a Jezebel. On her heart, she got tattooed temptation. I'll still fuck the sorry ass trifling whore without hesitation. Without hesitation, God got me. Let's have a real conversation. What's up, Hurricane? Hurricane in the building. Hurricane, when your birthday, nigga? So we're sitting down at the table, and she's telling me how her mother was, I think she said manic something, manic bipolar. I don't fucking know. Fucked up. Mentally ill. And her father treated her like shit. Her father didn't give a fuck about her. See, there's patterns here, bro. But I try to remove the lens and just pay attention to the facts, the evidence. This lady come from, I think she said her family were like millionaires. Like they were rich. Like they were rich back in the day. They had old money. And I forget what she said, but like basically like none of the money was left to her. She didn't get their parents didn't leave her any of the money. And I'm like, why are there no rich as fuck truth seekers? Why are there no people that's like that actually like went through this metaphysical evolution that actually can enjoy fucking life on a financial physical level? Why are the majority of truth seekers broke and struggling and homeless and hungry and pissed off and harassed? Why? You know what I'm saying? So we was talking about that, you know what I'm saying? And it was good. It was a good, dinner. And because when you by yourself, I'm by myself all the time. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm doing a video, I'm really not talking. You know what I mean? Unless I'm doing a video, I'm really not talking. He said the truth can't be marketable. I'm not chasing the money. So we took that time to learn about the world around us. So this year, it just brought me like the last couple months, bro. When I tell you, I had like this weight on my spirit, and it's one of them. It's one of them weights where it's like a nigga life can be over Like it's the straw that breaks the camel's back type of weight. It's like if a feather fall out the sky. You know what I'm saying? If a feather touch my vertebrae, yeah, if a feather touch my vertebrae. News 12 New Jersey, CNN, BBC, pause, C-SPAN. Simple as that. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? And that's not, it's even worse. Like crash out mode is even worse than survival mode. It's even a lower vibration. When you every single day there's this weight on your chest like, yo, I just want to do something that just like gets me the fuck up out the, you know what I mean? Just ejects me from the video game. Bro, I can't, you know what I mean? That weight, bro. That pressure. So I overly understand why people, you know what I'm saying? Why people just people turn their own TV off, man. I overly understand that shit. You know what I mean? Like for like a higher developed soul, a person that genuinely does love themselves and they talk to themselves, which is their highest self, and they try to they try to figure out these emotions and work through it and shit. That shit takes a lot of energy, bro. You ain't talking no therapists, no counselors, no guides, no life coaches, just you alone, and you can feel that pressure and that weight. And ain't nobody coming to save your ass. You know what I mean? Let's have a real conversation. So it's like you have to force the issue with the person in the mirror. You have to force the issue, you know? You have to. If you got to pull up on yourself, let's have a real conversation. You know what I mean? You got to pull up on yourself, bro. You got to want all the smoke with yourself. Why the fuck? Why the fuck do I need this person? Why the fuck do I gotta feel like I'm lacking? Cause of this fucking piece of shit right here that don't love himself. Why? You know what I mean? Why the fuck I wanna die because this motherfucker don't wanna live for us? You know what I mean? Uh-huh. So, you know what I'm saying? So, but if you don't have a foundation of spiritual discipline, you're cooked. And that's just not taught. If you possess spiritual discipline, it's because you have a relationship with God, your highest self. Period. Is it back or is it fucked? Is it still fucked up? I said, is it back or is it still fucked up? Let me know. Somebody let me know. Somebody let me know. Is it back or it's still fucked up?